Squirrels! Let's play some EDH. That is sufficient deck tech. I do aim to have some of the best intros on YouTube. Awakened Inferno. I'm not playing my token deck. Chat, the Magic Arena is just like, thanks for the 19 button centers. Chat, can we have alchemy already, please? I just want a little bit of alchemy as a treat. I've been so good, wizards. I've been so good. One alchemy, please. Chat, 2 days from now, assuming that things release in a working state, we could be playing alchemy. 2 days from now. I think, honestly, Drum, Pokemon Unite does a number of things that are unique from other MOBAs, but the biggest selling point for me personally is that you know when you start a game of Pokemon Unite that your game will be done in 10 minutes. The hard cap on game length is such a fantastic feature of Unite. For a multitude of reasons. It is a very good design decision. I think we wait on Innkeeper, because Innkeeper could bring a Squirrel with it next turn. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you it fixed every problem, right? Like, you queue up with randoms and you're still going to have some kind of hair-pulling games where your teammates just kind of wank off and, like, aren't where they need to be when you need them to be. But, like, knowing you're only trapped in a game with people that are idiots for a shorter amount of time is, like, worth its weight in gold. Oh, I should have chosen green on this, right? I always forget it only gives attack to the color you choose. I know, Rumplesmith. Unite, Runeterra, and Magic are all doing big updates this week. And I'm like, come on. Y'all spread this shit out a little bit for me? I'll turn some of these into cards. Where are my tokens at, chat? Where are my tokens? Yeah, Champion of Lambholt's probably a good include. God, Baron Von YOLO Swag with the almost 4 years. Welcome back. It's very common that key cards will be missing in decks like this because people just don't know what cards are legal in Historic. If I can give you one piece of advice about the video game industry, Turn 3 Tron, it should be that video games aren't released until you're actually playing them. And sometimes, like Cyberpunk 2077, they're not released until 2 years after you can actually play them. Shitter spitter. All right, shit. Let's get spitting. We play Inscription, so I don't actually really play that many the number of card games I play outside of Magic tend to be kind of limited. Wait. So I can draw cards with both of these. And then we can Village Rites this. Oh, they did choose the wrong mode. I'm gonna be a sport and let them kill my board. Chat, we're playing Brawl, chat. They very clearly wanted to kill my board. Shadow Rill, thanks for the 44 months. Welcome back. So there's no point in having my opponent concede a game that could otherwise be interesting because they clicked the wrong button. Inscription is another Slay this. Oh, I played the wrong land. Tilt. Inscription's another Slay the Spire clone, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Is it not a card drafting game? A deck building game? It's a card drafting game, right? Yeah, it's a Slay the Spire clone. I believe you that it does more than Slay the Spire does. But it's also in that same genre. I actually don't really care for Slay the Spire type games, which is why I'm lumping it in with that, for reference. Those types of games aren't typically something I enjoy. Yeah, it's a roguelike card game. I'm not really big on roguelikes. Well, that was much better than all three of the historic games we played. The deck list I net decked wasn't very good. And then we changed to a deck list that was slightly better and got destroyed by variants, and I was off it. Thanks for the 44 months, Clipsy. Welcome back. Oh, we wanted a Champion of Lambholt, right? Another card we talked about. This card's like really bad. I don't ever want to draw that card. There's a Lulth up here. Good. Yeah, this looks fine. Lovestruck seems out. I mean, it's a card that makes a token that's just like a playable Magic card, right? Seems fine. Sometimes I wish I had protection from humans, chat. Would have made the pandemic a little bit easier. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for next turn.
And perhaps we can avoid violence.
Is my deck not playing Renin 7? It's not. Sedge. If I would have gotten Forest Swamp here, we'd be close to triggering this. Forgot Field of the Dead was a thing I needed to think about.
We will help you find safety.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. So next turn we'll get to Yawgmoth plus Toski. As much as I would like to draw a card with Toski here, I think it's important that we kill the Renin 7. We've sacked our Squirrel to kill Toski. Oh yeah, this is -X, isn't it? Oh, and they're gonna kill our Toski. Or just fine. I'll put a Renin 7 in our deck. I will say that's one of the tough things about doing Brawl with viewer submissions is that there's so many cards like Champion of Lambholt and Renin 7. I'm like slowly getting better at being able to eyeball viewer submissions and be like, I'm slowly getting better at like being able to eyeball viewer submissions, like add some of these things without playing games, but we just end up playing a lot of games a lot of the time where it's just like this obviously powerful card is missing once you think about it. Any standard today? How about a better question of, Jeff, do you ever plan to play standard Magic the Gathering again? To which I would answer with a resounding fuck no. Chat, standard is dead. We'll be playing Alchemy in approximately 2 days. Those of you that are subscribed for standard content specifically because you play standard in paper, I understand you should go put your support somewhere else. We here in Hoaglandia are going to embrace the future. Super duper excited to play some Alchemy. Last I checked, Twitch subs were excited for Alchemy too. It's kind of a low voter turnout for this Hoaglandia. Kind of low voter turnout for the current sub survey. But I need to hold on. Sorry, I was pulling a sub survey up. Sorry, but low-ish voter turnout, but resounding way more excited for Alchemy than standard. Almost 30% up is a big difference there. Yes, without a doubt. The fact that people have to join the subs Discord server to participate in the survey significantly reduced the amount of people that participate. To be fair, since Twitch took away my ability to email the sub survey to people, I usually only get between like 400 to 600 responses. We'd get closer to 50%. And like for reference, I have like 2,000-ish subs. So they cut the amount of responses I get almost in half. Not a bit that. I think I'm just looking for more token makers at this point. Oh, shoot. We missed the squirrel, chat. I wanted to block there, but I needed to make a squirrel first. Mistakes were made. It's a pretty good one. This sacrifices any token, so I get to sacrifice this zombie. This is good, clean living right there, chat. Yeah, Jadar, Chatterfang, Chitterspitter. I've been swindled, chat. Bamboozled. So next turn, we can Vastwood Surge and put 2 counters on everything. There's a reason we aren't attacking with our Forest Walker. Yeah, maybe I should be. I wanted it on defense, but I think you're right that I probably don't need that. Cadaverous Dancer, thanks for 11 months. Welcome back. Chat wants to slowly grind out our opponent. You see, chat, I want to kill them with one big swing. Some of you are trying to eke out minor amounts of card advantage. I have a good way to give our creatures trample. Well, you see, our opponent's just going to be under a squirrel-shaped abyss here in a second.
Just don't know it. Always has.
Kick it! If you have a sweet deck that you're interested in potentially getting up for deck voting at some point, you should drop it in the subscriber Discord server. The forum on the site is purely for people looking to donate. When I'm looking for deck lists, I troll through the Discord server for stuff. End-Raze. Does End-Raze give trample? I don't think it does it. It does give trample. Let's put in a Finale of Devastation too. Give us a way to find these cards, like a third copy of that kind of effect. I think we're gonna start with a Pantheon deck today. He looked like the most interesting of the new champions to me. There's a few neat designs, but I like targeting my cards with combat tricks. I think we're gonna start there. Actually, a pretty solid start here. We get to go Chatterfang into Lovestruck Beast. Well, that's rude. So we got the Chitter Spitter. I think I want to get the Chitter Spitter going, chat. Start cranking this out. Or more importantly, getting counters on it. It's making our tokens large enough to dodge red sweepers. Seems like it has a lot of value. Because Chitter Spitter powers up the Squirrel as well, so it means I won't die to things like Sweltering Suns. Yeah, I believe we're supposed to get the rest of the alchemy stuff today, yeah? I think we command zone this. That way we don't have to redraw it. My body is ready to get my board swept next turn, though. What was the last standard format I actually enjoyed playing? I actually really liked, and this is how you know this type of question super subjective. I actually really liked Standard right before they banned Oko and Field of the Dead. That Oko Field of the Dead format actually had a ton of fun in. It's not even a hot take, it's just a super subjective take, because like people enjoy different things. Yeah, I liked Eldraine Temur Oko. I really like formats where attacking and blocking is good, and attacking and blocking was really good in that format. I think like the gold standard for standard formats would be like RTR in a GRN standard. I honestly think that whole segment like if Teferi Time Raveler just hadn't existed, that whole chunk of standard would have been really good. So they're dead, right? Firemine Dragon or Squirrels? Ah! No token makers are reindeer, right? Let's take a mulligan. That's fine. Playing the Gitrog. A little bit of a green-black mirror here. Temple of Malady. This again sounds great. I'm gonna hold on to this so we can make a scroll with it post Chatterfang. I could be right to wait to play this. It's gonna die before it gets to make tokens here. Do we just sacrifice both of these to go bankrupt?
This looks like a fun new toy.
We're pretty well set up here. Yeah, Gitrog. Gitrog's actually not gonna accomplish that much for them. I'm about to draw, like, infinite cards here. So we get to go ahead and do this, which makes some tokens. And then we get to down tick this. We sacrifice 2, they sacrifice us, I draw 2 cards.
They were allowed to waste not, want not.
There's our chitter spitter, chat. Might not even need the chitter spitter to close this one out. They have a sweeper or something. We can keep going. Okay. So they're gonna get Field of the Dead +1. That's true. Even if they do clean the board out, Liliana draws a bunch. So this gives Squirrels Menace. So let's say they block here. They would take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I kill a zombie, they're dead to an untapped land? Oh wait, do they have a land drop still? They do, never mind. Would you say our deck is nuts? Something like that.
Trees can fight their own.
I was probably supposed to chitter spitter there, actually. Chatterfang's unblockable because Forest Walk. What is Land Walk in 2021, chat? Why do we still put this on new cards? Is quite the boomer mechanic. Where's my, like, is Squirrel Mob's not on this client, right? We need Squirrelmanship. Are they thinking about pressuring my planeswalkers here? Because that would be kind of good for me. I think we just, like, pump up the squirrels and smash next turn, right? Because the Dray Keepers, I could spend 8 to make these 3 attack and menace. And this will be 5.
Putrid, but effective.
I think this is lethal. It's also not my job to figure it out, though. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. My friend. Quite the menacing batch of squirrels, if I do say so myself. Use Thirst against Killian sounds good. Manny Bamonte. Thank you for the 63 months. It's been a hot second. It dies, they draw a card and lose a life. Alright. We're probably just disputing this token this turn and getting Chatterfang set up. There's a question of, do we want to, like, Thirst plus Chatterfang next turn? I think we want to get rid of this. It could be right to just Putrefy it, though. Save this for another turn when it's a little bit more resource efficient with other things we want to be doing anyways. I actually don't think I knew Matt when I first started streaming. I'm pretty sure I was already doing content stuff here and there when Maddie and I first met. Tumos is the longest sub. At 75 months. If you look at my own name, I've been subbed to my own channel for 75 months as well. So I've been a partner for 75 months. As long as they've been able to, Tumos has been here. Get Chatter down now, get set up for Lolth next turn. I don't think I want to block here. Killian implies that they have combat tricks, so. Well, to be fair, and this could be a little confusing on Twitch's part, having a founder's badge doesn't mean that you've been subbed that entire time. It just means you were one of the first people in the channel that did sub. There's a few founders badges that pop in and out from time to time that haven't been subbed the whole time as we've been in and out of Magic other things. AWS is down. Yikes. Yikes. I think it's actually a different number for partners and affiliate silence. If you're logged in, don't log out or you can't relog. Yep. Yep. What is AWS? It's one of those backbones of the internet type thing. Amazon Web Services is what the acronym is for. Someday, when we hit an apocalypse chat, AWS will go down and it will not come back up, and it'll be a terrifying day. Bonjins, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I think that's the first time I've gotten the draw bug inside of Brawl. me Innkeeper before Chatterfang? You have nothing to chatter with, chat. Is Halo Infinite not out yet? I feel like I've been hearing about Halo Infinite for like 2 months now. I thought people were already playing it. Oh, they released the online before the single player. That's interesting. Chat, Grim Tutor is so hard to cast. How am I supposed to make a decision here? I think it's just something like Garrick. Alright, we'll kill this in response so they don't get to double up. That's brutal. Alright, you're playing Agent of Treachery, I'm not playing with you. Goodbye. Agent of Treachery is just kind of rude in general. We talked about that before, but I think my one big complaint about historic Brawl's deck strength matchmaking is it needs to put certain cards inside of decks up brackets a little bit more aggressively. I thought it was 4, but I might be wrong. Come on, someone else said it was only 3 as well. Yeah, I want more token makers, although Chitter Spitters. Pretty aces token maker. Oh, there was a 4th champ revealed 5 minutes ago. Good beats. Well, they're definitely about to have infinite counterspells, right? I think I lead Chitter. I'm gonna lead Scut Swarm. They probably counter this. That survived. Okay, well, Chatterfang's gonna get to pop off a little bit next turn, huh? We'll get to drop Chatter, and then Khalni Garden's actually gonna make 2 tokens, so we'll make 4 tokens. And then obviously we'll get Sweltering Suns because that's how this works, but it'll be cool for a second. Alright, I think we just resolved the Chitter Spitter to play around their sweeper a little bit. Yeah, so much of the internet is broken. Logins are currently down for Runeterra too. Like, they're down for a lot of things because of AWS, so. That's fine though, we can chill and play Brawl until things get sorted. Untapped land would have been nice there. Would have liked to Chatterfang into they haven't played a second red yet, but I feel like that might be bait. Yeah, you know, Karen Die. If I'm being honest, I used to have serious mental doubts about myself as a person because Wizards of the Coast was managed by a lot of petty, obnoxious people, but since expanding more into other games and getting to work with other companies bigger, like Pokemon Company and Riot Games, I realized the problem's not me, it's them. AWS East, I believe someone said is currently down. So it's not down everywhere. US East 1. Maybe I should have villaged rights on my turn to try and hit the land drop. So Chitter Spitter means that Chatterfang is now outside of Storm's Wrath range. That's some bullshit in this format. How is Wash Away legal in Brawl? Who thought that was a good decision? Yeah, because like Dreadhorde Magistrate is banned basically because of that, right? Like that shouldn't be legal. Like if that's legal, then what's it called should definitely be legal. Dreadhorde Magistrate. I guess this is a one-shot, but like, yeah. Oh, if your Brawl deck can't Doomblade a 1/3, like, maybe you should consider doing something else with it. Very nice, very nice. Oh my gosh, chat! It's a squirrel! Chat, Toski gets bigger from Chitter Spitter, chat! I didn't even realize that! That's so good! Who's the Toskus with the mostest? Right there. Beep beep. Get out of here, bully. Craterhoof is an honorary squirrel. Yeah, I mean, Craterhoof gets along with our army full of squirrels. They're good friends, chat. That's true. We did draw fewer cards because we killed them. Sure. Turn to Chatterfang, let's go. The first sliver. This is a bit worse than the other 5-color commanders, so usually it's something more cheeky and not just good cards. Usually asterisk. The fact that Chatterfang triggers off of non-creature tokens is really good. Welcome back, Marky. Thanks for the 26 months. Glad you came around on Alchemy. Cautious optimism, chat. Cautious optimism. Let's go tapped land. Let's start with explore and see what we get. Perfect. So now we can do this into Putrefy your Dorko. Attack for 4. I am really hoping that Alchemy shows us that the reason why we don't get other managed formats is because of the secondary market and paper concerns. That's my hope. We'll see how that plays out in fruition. The devil in all of this is in the details. The details could work out in a pretty few ways. full effect, I actually hope that we see some changes to historic cards eventually, but more so buffs than nerfs. Although Cauldron Familiar should get nerfed. Hate that card. Please make Cauldron Familiar worse.
If I were you, good help is easy to find in war. Ugh, looks like you're on your own now.
Hey, what's going on, Drax? Thanks for the 33 months. Thanks for the tier 2. That's very generous of you. Am I supposed to be playing around a sweeper here? I kind of feel like I am. I guess this is okay follow-up if they sweep. Yeah, they're also just 5 colors, though. They didn't block, huh? As is the case with literally every card you could talk about rebalancing for being too weak or too strong, there are a lot of different ways they could change Cauldron Familiar. They are just playing actual factual slivers. No 5-color shenanigans there. Squirrels have asserted their dominance as the superior tribe here, chat. Dre Keeper says, pump the squirrels up, now you're dead. Houston! Glad I finally made it to a year of subbing after watching since 2015. We've been around the block. I've been here for a hot second. Oh, old stick fingers. Rain's pretty good here. Turn 3 Chariot. You see how long you followed for. You should be able to click on anybody's name in chat to see when they first followed. Although, keep in mind, if you ever fat-fingered bumped the unfollow button in between there, it's going to be missing some. Yeah, BT Dubs, I haven't really plugged it much today. But if you're one of my folks that enjoys my Pokemon Unite content and you play Pokemon Unite, the Pokemon Company, shout out to them, has given me 10 gift codes for $50 worth of Eos gems. And you can enter those by by leaving a comment on this Twitter post here or on the on the YouTube video for the finals of the Hooglandia Open. I'm gonna pick winners for those tomorrow night. Yeah, I didn't even ask for him, Zuckles. They're just like, hey, you want some stuff to give out? I was like, yep. Alright, a lot of big scaries in the bin for them. I assume one or more of these are going to be coming back next turn. Oh, if I would have put this out, I got one more thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 8. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button. Well, chat, mistakes were made. We should have a 3-3 and another 1-1. Yikes. Yeah, he just gets a little bit outclassed when Megas. The fact that both of his ground attacks have this awkward wind-up really hurts him. If he just like got to leap immediately or start running immediately with his other one, it would be a very reasonable Pokemon. Excuse me? Excuse me? Was that a non-lethal hoof? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Mood. Mood. So this Teferi as a commander is typically I'm playing the Toxic Control deck, but I'm playing this Teferi instead of Hero of Dominaria to try and sneak into a lower bracket. Now while they're tapped out. The real question is, do I keep playing when they cast a counterspell this turn? Oh, just a cycle. Deal. Deal arena. Yeah, that's why Brawl's playable, Kashadan. It segments the players based on the power level of the decks that are being played. It's the first and only truly casual format on Magic Arena. Martin, Zach. I'm super excited for Alchemy, Zach. My body is ready. My body's been ready for years, and I'm super ready for it to actually happen. Casting
and
Plum with
shine.
Liliana's out. It's kind of nutty.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Alchemy is Thursday. Thursday. You think they should segment other queues on Magic Arena? I think deck strength matchmaking only works for unranked formats. And they have some amount of deck strength matchmaking for the unranked regular as well.
Good mindless minion.
Good mindless minion.
I know who I am.
The regular queue deck strength matchmaking is only based on the rarity of your cards. Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. Ideally, it should rank meta decks higher. To be fair, the Brawl deck strength matchmaking is pretty medium. Is only okay as well. They really need to consider cards in deck more. No, it's an invisible metric based on your commander. It would be nice if it considered the cards inside your actual deck more. Monkey Boy, thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. While playing Gishnath. That's a monocolored one, right? Oh. Yeah, the more colors your deck has, if your deck is aggressive or lots of colors, it's probably higher tier. The lower tier commanders are like the kind of mopey single and 2 color commanders. Three plus color commanders tend to end up in the higher tiers, and single color aggressive champions tend to end up in the higher tiers. This looks fine. One of the best things about playing Brawl is they know what your colors are, so you just like fetch your basic on turn 1 and pass. Get that sweet auto pass value in. MTGA has become self-aware and has begun salty roping us. 2-1, meet my 3-3. I really wish they'd errata cards like Sarah Ascendant to match the newer types of design. It's very silly. It's very silly to me that this still cares about your life total being 30 or more in formats where you start above 20. And obviously, anytime they would have a design like this today, they would template it so 10 more than your starting life. So it's really kind of annoying to me that they haven't done that. Yeah, hopefully this is a card we see get errata in digital, updated, and that and things like that, right? Like that's not even really a power level change. It's this was the original intention of when this card was designed, but they just weren't designing for multiple formats then. So it like technically makes the card worse here in Brawl, but it makes it function as was initially intended. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay, so we can kill that. I could finale for X's 1 while still Heartless acting. Doesn't seem very good. Oh, Goose, Gilded Goose might be a card worth including in here. Yeah, why isn't there a Gilded Goose in this deck? It like taps to make a squirrel. When you have Chatterfang out, there's definitely a Gilded Goose in my deck. I could Heartless Act this now and then go get a 2. Jadar's pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. It means they don't attack in unknowing about the removal spell, but getting... Oh, shoot, I'm dumb. I was thinking killing that reduced the cost of my things, but it's Thalia that's taxing me. Loose. Mistakes have been made, Chip. They just think this was gonna be a 3/3. I must have forgotten that it had needed the battalion trigger. I'm actually not even quite sure what we're getting for 5. Let's find out together, shall we? We could just get Drakekeeper. Could also still just be Jadar. Wipe to their board. Oh, Yawgmoth just blocks? That's a good shout. Pitiless Plunderer is a cute interaction with Chatterfang. It keeps making treasures when you sack squirrels, so you get to keep paying black to sack squirrels. See, it's just wiped their board out. Yeah, Pitiless Plunderer is infinite with Chatterfang. sure. Oh, that counters my card draw too. Rude. They still don't have good attacks though. And like, our deck almost assuredly has better top decks than theirs, right? I guess we'll just do this. Thanks for the follow, Evil Beast. Yikes. Punish for not holding up village raids. Is it gonna get to start tapping this too? So you really need a live draw at this point? Oh, I guess this brings back both of those now. Actually not too big of a deal. I don't get to draw a card with this now, but I think I want to take the Selfless Savior out of play. Alright, finally hit some gas in a row here. Pulling ahead. The needle's super close here on our life total. Just need one more. Just need one more token maker to really kind of snowball off here, huh? Okay. think we attack with this. No, they're gonna diddle it. Okay. That makes sense. I don't want to attack with that because we're so low at this point. Oh, does it give vigilance? Oh, it did give vigilance. You're right. That's whatever. They're at 29, chat. Chat, this isn't gonna be a game won by inches, okay? Okay. Okay. So we do this, and we grab Field of the Dead. Do I have any lands that gain me life, chat? I don't think that I do. Jungle Hollow, I choose you! Look at my buddy old pal Jungle Hollow here. Worth killing constantly. This only kills artifacts. All right, chat. Pivot. Pivot. I told you the couple of points we missed weren't gonna matter if we won. Hi, friends. Time Lord, thank you for the 41 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. That deck was pretty good. I liked the core what this was doing, huh? Like fun mix of both beat downy on occasion with our go wide token plan while also having an okay amount of interaction and then being grindy too a little bit with some various things that let us draw cards in the mid to late game. Extra 11 months, OB Winter. I appreciate it. All right, so I was going to, we've actually been doing Magic longer than I originally planned to this morning. So I was going to switch over to Runeterra, but unfortunately it looks like their login servers are having issues because of AWS being down.